because we know that Kenya has, in the last couple of years, tried so much to break away to become an industrialized country. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, with the cost of power as currently it is, it would be almost impossible to achieve that. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is a common knowledge that our neighboring countries like Ethiopia produce power at a far much cheaper rate as compared to Kenya power. However, it is also very interesting to note, Mr. Speaker, sir, that Kenyan does produce power at a cost of 5 shillings and 40 cents per kilowatt, compared to the independent power producers, some of them who are selling to Kenya Power at 173 shillings per the same unit. Mr. Speaker, sir, the question arises why we as a country have come up with legal framework by imposing tariffs, taxes on solar panels, which are supposed to be zero rated, but it is done in a very punitive way that you have to pay the taxes first and then claim later from KRA. Mr. Speaker, sir, counties like Wajir, Marsabit, Mandela, which are known to be very, very hot areas, would enjoy and actually achieve maximum results by using solar power. This would be in addition to the fact that, Mr. Speaker, sir, we may not need long transmission lines moving from one county to the next if we came up with localized solutions like solar power, where each county should be encouraged to set up a solar farm and supply power within its locality. This, Mr. Speaker, sir, in the new administration of the Kenya Kwanza government, with the new PPPs, this would be actually a very, very positive step that we can encourage the counties to take, so that the dependency on Kenya Power, which fluctuates every time, will come to an end. Mr. Speaker, sir, I being the chair of the Energy Committee, I know that there have been a lot of problem challenges, some of them sanctioned by a lack of transparency, lack of accountability, and most unfortunately, lack of commitment from Kenya Power. If you look at the money that they make from supply of power, they are already making too much that they do not mind going to such counties that are outliers to make sure that they supply power. Mr. Speaker, sir, if the government and indeed the ministry undertakes to overhaul power generation strategy, we need to look at more renewable power, and such counties like Wajir, Marsabit, Mandera, Turkana could benefit a lot from solar energy. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is also not lost to this House that we did start a solar wind power project in Turkana, in Marsabit, the Turkana windmill power station, which we know that, Mr. Speaker, sir, it costed the taxpayer a lot of money because the conceptualization of the project, even before completion of the project, there was already a power purchase agreement. Mr. Speaker, sir, you know that this agreement was supposed to make Kenyans pay for the power, regardless of whether they're using it or not. Mr. Speaker, sir, these are things that we must look at. These are things that we must address. And the fact that we are now moving to renewable energy, green energy, we must also come up with a framework that enables such counties that enjoy a lot of sunshine to use solar power as a localized solution. And, Mr. Speaker, sir, maybe it's the high time we do ask the question whether we indeed want to continue with the monopoly of Kenya Power if we want to industrialize this country, because a lack of accountability and transparency, Mr. Speaker, sir, has made this country lose a lot of money. And I see migration of investors from Kenya to Ethiopia and to other neighboring countries where power is far much cheaper.